just talking about no edibles.
I be smoking.
That's what I'm doing.
I be smoking.
I smoke it in a leaf, I take it to the chest. I'm smoking on the bud that I love best.
I be smoking.
Let me ask you something. What time of the day do you be smoking bud? Have you ever smoked bud before breakfast? Have you ever smoked bud while you watch the late show? Have you ever smoked bud on the couch? Well, let me ask you this. Have you ever rolled bud in the backseat of a car? I remember one time I rolled bud in the backseat of a car. Police came, shined his light, said, "What you doing?"
I'm smoking.
Yeah. Yeah. City Live. Dub. Poe. Baddest.
I sell ice in the winter, sell fire back to hell. I'm just a hustler, baby, I sell water to a well. Can't even count the money, gotta put it on the scales. Just know it's all loud when I put it in the air. Yo, out in this cold world, chariots of fire. Heat up this whole house with nappiness and desire. Share some goodness, but when it returns triple fold, I had to cook it and burn it down with a triple load. For 40p, Queens learned from living in the bottoms. Where survival's frail, friends make obituary columns. The pain's still heavy, but it's the good times I reminisce. Sacrifice of faith now maintains my innocence. Blessed to have the best of many worlds. Star Trek, stretch nav, pretty cool girls, brought out the bar flat. Hit them Italy spontaneously, the mob back, then turn the ball out. From Raleigh to Charlotte, Bobcat. Hard work can turn the team into champs. My squad murk, chasing dreams with a dance. Twist and turn it up. With my brother Delphi Valentine, break bread, stay getting money. Poe, time is mine. I sell ice in the winter, sell fire back to hell. I'm just a hustler, baby, I sell water to a well. Can't even count the money, gotta put it on the scales. Just know it's all loud when I put it in the air. I sell ice in the winter, sell fire back to hell. I'm just a hustler, baby, I sell water to a well. Can't even count the money, gotta put it on the scales. Just know it's all loud when I put it in the air.
I done seen so many long days and longer nights, stronger right, it's all paid. Strong ways, I done seen so many fall before me. Getting time fast like Usain Bolt in the 40. But some was called the glory. The mind state of a man that rolled with X or the king that marched on Washington. Still I dream, but nightmares hard to shake like Parkinson's when I'm a part of them. So all I do is grind hard and play my part to win. Drum that wouldn't fly before, now I'm parting them. Cause I ain't gotta deal them in to play cards with them. Don't have to spar with them. Mind on another plane, way beyond altitude. Them jets got you out of range and out of touch. Stanford out of luck, push the pill like D.U.B, all net in the clutch. I worked up, we got cats holding me tools. City Live, smoking grooves, add up the potent moves.
I sell ice in the winter, sell fire back to hell. I'm just a hustler, baby, I sell water to a well. Can't even count the money, gotta put it on the scales. Just know it's all loud when I put it in the air. I sell ice in the winter, sell fire back to hell. I'm just a hustler, baby, I sell water to a well. Can't even count the money, gotta put it on the scales. Just know it's all loud when I put it in the air.
Listen, I got a vision on a specific mission to get us to the millions and trillions of bigger buildings. I'm nice, what I'm revealing, I'm chilling. I be illin', hold the heat, so don't dare me to kill him. Henny, I'm spilling like Jada, I'm willing to fill him and drill him and mill him and skrill him. With this fly shit I'm writing, I know you feel him. The bars is hard, word to God, nigga, I'm the realest. Rap nigga, rap it, cause what I rap, I live it. $250,000 projects, and I ain't signed yet, but watch my grind yet. Blow up like a science project. Devise the marketing plan, me and my man, to get these brands for our grands, you understand? So if you ain't down to hustle, build a little muscle. And niggas can't trust you, my niggas come and rush you. Lyrical renegade, I never been afraid. I climbed the lemon tree and came down with lemonade,
I
nigga.
sell ice in the winter, sell fire back to hell. I'm just a hustler, baby, I sell water to a well. Can't even count the money, gotta put it on the scales. Just know it's all loud when I put it in the air. I sell ice in the winter, sell fire back to hell. I'm just a hustler, baby, I sell water to a well. Can't even count the money, gotta put it on the scales. Just know it's all loud when I put it in the air.
apart. This a black woman script. She just playing a part. She just playing a part. She looking in the mirror, all she really see is pain. Working 9 to 5 every day, that shit a drain. Always keep a smile, but she been going through some things. Trying to tell her daughter, but it's hard to explain. Baby daddy lied, he got caught with cocaine. And when she got that call, she thought they was joking. Best friend, that's the girl when you start smoking. She got down on her knees, just praying and hoping. Hoping everything gon' be alright. Praying that he see the light. Plus he got a daughter, every daughter need a hero, right? Worry about them bills, no more cable, no more satellite. Christmas come around, she can't even buy a pedal bike. She looking in the mirror, she just tearing apart. This a black woman script, she just playing a part. She know life is just a test, so she playing it smart. Can't trust no nigga, every nigga end up playing her heart. She asking God, do you hate me? Am I not your child? Do every nigga leave me cause I got a child? Regardless, I'm a lover, I'ma make her proud. And I'ma show her she don't need a man to make her smile. She dropped tears, her tears falling in the sink. She hit the bottle just to think, and she barely even blink. Man, she let that phone ring. Go to the answering machine like nobody said. You haul shit, he bag it up, he tryna move things. Fell in love with money, you would think that was his boo thing. In that 9-2, all black, that's his Luke Dane. You better get your man, he kid game like he Luke Kane. That white range, pull up, they gon' think he said that white thing. Niggas went left, but he just cruising in his right lane. Official like a rap, keep it tagged, niggas might change. He shooting like he stabbed, Katie on him, play with his brain. He throw it off a fifth, blow it off the fifth. He wavy like a boat, you get throwed off his chest. These niggas telling lies like they whole life for meth. Niggas said he can't do it, but he will like a Smith. Niggas talking sideways till that 40 leave him stiff. Pussy try to push him like he's standing on the cliff. He need a bitch like Cookie, come through to kill it quick. Set it off real quick, where the fuck is Jada Pick? Script. He just playing his part. He just playing his part. This a black man script. He just playing his part. He just playing his part. This a black love script. They just playing their part. They just playing their part. Word.
When we started this relationship, you said you'd be around. You told me you would take me to the hottest spots in town. Now when your salary rings, you just put your phone down. You must think I'm a fool trying to play me like a clown. Now I don't think you want me to show you just where I'm from. Don't need to entertain your lies, cause baby now we're done. Turn it up, make it loud. We gon' turn this party out. Money up in the air, and you ain't never there, never there, never there. And you ain't never there, never there, never there. And you ain't never there. I thought you were a player, thought you had this town on lock. Said you had the money flowing and the drinks would never stop. When we stepped up to the VIP, you said they knew your name. The bouncer snatched you up and treated you just like a lame. My girlfriends try to warn me, saying you were full of shit. Enough of all your lies and stories that never quit. Turn it up, make it loud. We gon' turn this party out. Money up in the air, and you ain't never there, never there, never there. And you ain't never there, never there, never there. And you ain't never there. Told me you would always be there. But every time I look for you, you were never there. If I could turn back the hands of time, I would take it back to when you really cared about me. Now you're never around when I need you. You're never there. Turn it up, make it loud. We gon' turn this party out. Money up in the air, and you ain't never there, never there, never there.
about the most things. Double R, yeah, that ghost thing. Easy on me, got me boasting. Got me toasting with the whole team. Niggas acting like they know things. Got a problem, then it's no thing. Nigga body like I'm Patrick Riley with the heat. I be coaching. I be pimping like a smoke train. Diamonds dancing like the soul train. Niggas folding like they clothes clean. I'm some gutter nigga like I'm bowling. Papa Kelly, now she rolling. You get nose like New Orleans. I get yeses like a troll lane. Fuck a peace dog, want the whole thing. Hate me, love me, then I hate again. Going broke, man, I can't again. Like I'm Jordan, I just fade and win. You a hated nigga, you just stay with win. Rockin' nigga like I'm J&M. Your mother told you never play with them. Fuck your shirt, pop your H&M. Make my future bright, never mess with them. Was in the map, I put the R on my back. Shorty head all in my lap. Never get caught in the trap. Fuck it, I had to go get it. Get to them dead, just run up a sack. My niggas told me they with it. They tryna get it, nigga, what's that? Was in the map. My back, shorty head all in my lap. Never get caught in the trap. Fuck it, I had to go get it. Get to them dead, just run up a sack. My niggas told me they with it. Turned out I get it, nigga, what's that? Real nigga, man, I can't lose. Two bitches with me, man, I can't choose. From a city where they bang colors, where they bang hoes, where they bang tools. Out the gutter, man, I love my brothers. They would never change, they the same dudes. They my niggas to the end. They don't wanna see us win. Young nigga hopped up out the porch, I was running wild, tryna fucking die. Mama told me I was going crazy, had an attitude, I was like my pops. Told my brother if I kept it up, I'm in the jail or up in the box. Time can tell, I just want a mail, so I started grinding, gave it all I got. John Madden, I can make it happen, if you got the numbers, I can make it play. Watch it, nigga, they can say they got you, they gon' talk about you when you go away. Hey, niggas pray they go away, bitches too, cause I know they fake. Like my birthday, I just want the cake, just cooperate while I concentrate. Was in the map, I put the R on my back. Shorty head all in my lap. Never get caught in the trap. Fuck it, I had to go get it. Get to them dead, just run up a sack. My niggas told me they with it, they tryna get it, nigga, what's that? Was in the map, I put the R on my back. Shorty head all in my lap. Never get caught in the trap. Fuck it, I had to go get it. Get to them dead, just run up a sack. My niggas told me they with it. Turn down to get it, nigga, what's that?
Da, 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 da.
Uh-oh.
Da, da, da.
Back in the house once again. You already know what it is. Back in the effing house is the effing podcast.
Yep.
Welcome to the show tonight. I'm your host, Branson.
I am B.D.U.B.
Budha. And as you can see, we're short one tonight.
Yes.
And we got to send our love and prayers out to our co-hostess with the mostest. We miss you, babe.
Yes, we do.
Yes.
Our condolences. And if you need us, you know how to reach us.
Indeed.
So that is why we're one short tonight. So we're going to try to hold the show down best that we can. I think she is in the chat, so, you know, send her a little heart, show her some love.
In spirit.
And we appreciate it. We definitely appreciate it. So, you know, like I say, if you need us, baby, let us know. You know how to reach us. We're going to get into the show. Start out with RIPs for the week. Oh, yeah. Shout out Eighth and Fancy.
Eighth and Fancy for all your adult beverage needs.
All of them. Definitely shout out Eighth and Fancy before we really get started.
Edibles and stuff of that nature.
Lemonade, all that good shit.
Indeed.
Dank Drinks, shout the boys out.
What up?
Gotta shout the boys out. Now, like I say, we start our shows with the RIPs. Unfortunately, we had a couple this week.
We had some deaths this week.
Yeah, Lisa Marie Presley passed.
Lisa Marie Presley passed.
The daughter of
Elvis Presley.
Elvis Presley.
And ex-wife of King of Pop, Michael Jackson.
A lot
to throw that in there.
A lot of people forget that.
and didn't she marry Nick Cage too?
I believe she did.
Okay, so yeah, she's the ex-wife to a couple of men.
So
they're pretty legendary.
Yeah, R.I.P. to her. And then Robbie Knievel passed today.
Oh no. Isn't that Evil Knievel's son?
Yes, it is. And I believe they both passed away at the age of 60.
Damn, that's too young to be dying.
That's young.
Especially when you beat the odds as a daredevil that long.
But it's just the coincidence. It just be weird as fuck sometimes.
Yeah, what'd he die from? Was it an accident?
I didn't. I just saw it before we came on.
I gotta say, if you're a daredevil for a living and you die, it is kind of important to know what you died from because
true.
Yeah,
I mean we can look it up. Budha, could you look it up real quick and see
I can look it up right now on my phone while we talk to the people and we ask.
Shout out to all our loyal watchers, all our new watchers. Share our shit. Let the people know that this show is out here. It's pretty entertaining. We hit all the topics of the week and things of that nature.
He had advanced pancreatic cancer. Ooh. Yeah, that's some daredevil shit, boy. Yeah, pancreatic cancer is like the worst cancer to have because it moves rapidly and it's very hard to detect until it's at a very level 4 stage.
I just like to say fuck cancer. I just like to throw that out there right now.
Fuck cancer and the Cowboys.
Fuck cancer and the Cowboys. We're going to get to them later. We're going to get to them
later. The Cowboys
later.
are a cancer.
We're going to get to them later. I have a special
is like
shot.
The number one thing that is taking out my relatives.
There's a special place in our show for them tonight. So
the Cowboys?
Well, just the sports section in general.
Don't they play next week or this week?
They play Monday night against Tom Terrific. But like I say, we're going to touch that in a minute.
They're playing against the Buccaneers?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
I don't know how I feel about that matchup.
We go to touch it in a minute. We go to touch it in a minute.
Okay.
Well, people were wondering. People thought Mr. West was missing. It turns out that Kanye was off getting married.
Yeah.
So congratulations, Mr. West, on another marriage. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully this
another one.
It's not legal though. I just read there's no marriage certificate filed, so there's no.
Yeah, it just seems like another marketing tactic.
It's just media speculation at this point.
Everything my man does to me seems like media, tactics and things of that nature. But nevertheless, his wife looks eerily like him. Like
eerily, she's white.
I mean, true indeed. But they just favor.
Kanye looks like a white man now.
I don't think so. But his wife and Kim kind of favor. I thought that was kind of interesting as well. So he definitely has a type. But I think Budha left out. But I guess while we're talking about white women, let's go ahead and get to the the most popular topic of the week.
What is it?
Megan Hall from let me make sure I pronounce Vergne Police Department.
Oh, Laverne's. I think that's how you pronounce it.
Is that how you pronounce Laverne Police Department? Well, Megan Hall is famous today. Since we're speaking of on white women, Megan Hall made her way into the viral cycle a couple of days ago, I believe.
Yes.
She was a police officer and she was smashing the whole squad, basically.
It was like 10
she was servicing the squad.
She was protecting and serving
she was
the
definitely
whole squad.
She was definitely serving.
And people were like, well, they shouldn't have fired them over that because people lost their jobs over this. A couple people were suspended.
How do you determine who gets suspended and who gets fired? Like, is it based on how you knock the pussy out?
Okay, like, see, I don't know how this one's going to be determined. Like, because she was smashing everybody, so that would kind of make everybody up for termination.
Because it's like the black guys who fuck got fired, but the white guys who smashed got suspended.
I don't know. They were jumping on that, boy. They couldn't wait to get to that, and she was giving it up to all of them. And then her husband said he's going to stick by her.
Yeah, because he was. I bet he was turned on.
He probably was turned on.
I bet that was his kink.
Yeah.
That possibly was his kink. That's why I'm sitting here like, I can't, like, I've heard of stuff like that, so
He be asking her like, so did you get any of it on tape?
He might have been in on a couple. Well, he might not have been.
Can I
he
watch?
Might not have been. But now that he knows, he probably wants to see if there's any videos or something like that. That might be his kink, like you said.
And you gotta be. I know them 10 niggas kinks was Doug Funny looking bitches because she looked like Doug from Doug. She looked like Doug Funny.
I mean,
she's not attractive. She
you at work, you ain't got nothing else to do.
I get it. Because that's how women are in the office. They jump up like 2 or 3 points on the dime scale if you see them every day.
I mean, you at work, you ain't got nothing to do. She probably talking wild. You ain't about that life. She's still talking wild. You still like, you ain't about that life. Then the next thing you know,
and then there's an empty broom
she's about
closet.
that life.
And now she's like, why don't you find out here?
Then it's like, she probably was like, bring a friend the next time. And then it just pretty much probably snowballed from there.
This was on the clock, so they were paying to serve dick. That's
porn
crazy.
Stars, it's like
they're amateur porn stars because they got paid to fuck.
Amateur porn, and it's
prostitution. Is it prostitution? Wait, because did she get anything in return? Because that's really what determines it's prostitution.
She got dick.
If she got dick in return, then that's
dick.
not prostitution. She did it for the love of the sport.
So how do you you at work? Like I mean, let's not act like people don't fuck at work. Oh yeah, and this but certain jobs have, like my boy Ime. When he got there's a code of conduct that comes along with most jobs. They just don't really enforce it.
It's like, if y'all want to fuck each other, don't do it on the city's dime.
You see what I'm saying? Like just don't let us really find out about it, because we already know what's going on. Mm-hmm. But just don't let us find out about it. And everybody found out about it.
How do you find out about all the men? Like, I understand one person got caught. Did he snitch? And if he did, how many people knew they were smashing her?
To me, the police is like the military. In the military, they call you in one by one, everybody, and you're going to get to the bottom of it. And I'm sure that's what happened there. But I want to know who was the one who set it off. Was it somebody who couldn't get in? Like, because everybody's smashing.
Because that's generally how it works.
Everybody's smashing, and she keeps telling you, I'm not like that.
No. What it is all the niggas that wanted to fuck ended up fucking. But then there was that one lame nigga that can't get no pussy. He was on some where my hug at type of dude. And then he was on some, you don't want to give me no pussy, man, fuck everybody, and went and snitched. And that's what happened. It's that one lame. And what's the lame cop? You got to be a lame motherfucker to be the lame cop out of a bunch of cops, because cops is already lame. Lame cop. You the lame motherfucker the other lame motherfuckers don't want to talk to.
It only takes one person to fuck it up for everybody.
Yes, it does.
and I guess that's what I'm kind of taking from this. Like, because you fucked it up for everybody. Like,
she was fucking everyone. I saw her.
So it definitely just takes one person to fuck it up for everybody.
It definitely does.
So that was popular this week. Another thing that was popular this week was Gucci Mane and Big Scarr.
Ah, yes. Clout chasing at its finest. So you got to explain the situation for people that don't know.
Big Scarr passed away a couple of weeks.
Isn't it from a drug overdose?
Ago. Yeah, it's from a drug overdose. I guess they expected him to pay for the funeral. I don't know.
So Gucci Mane was told them he'd pay for the funeral. So then the family came back, particularly Big Scarr's younger brother, and said Gucci Mane did not pay for the funeral and he was lying and just clout chasing off his dead brother's name, to which Gucci Mane's wife hopped on social media and showed the receipt that Gucci Mane paid to the funeral home, which was a little bit over $10,000. So Gucci Mane actually did pay for the funeral, and his wife showed the proof online. So now,
first of all, he didn't have to do anything.
Yeah,
he wasn't obligated to do anything. He did it out of the kindness of his heart.
Yes, he
did.
You know,
sometimes, like you say, people act like you owe them something.
That Gucci's a great guy.
You got to give people their props when they deserve it, and he deserved it. He's a stand-up dude for that.
He definitely didn't have to.
Definitely didn't have to do anything. And then, for them to get on and try to
slander that man's reputation.
As if he did nothing.
Yeah, that was a little bit treacherous, I feel, on behalf. I don't even know if it's the whole family. I mean, because it was really only the little brother that was
siblings
saying, the siblings that were talking shit. I didn't hear anything from like the parents or.
Oh, the dad was like, "Yo, I appreciate everything you did. You did what you were supposed to do. I definitely appreciate."
I saw that, but
so basically, it was the young nigga speaking out of turn. That's really all that.
Or they want something more out of his death from Gucci. It seemed like though.
They want Gucci to take care of the whole family based on them.
Entitled.
Yeah.
They were emotional, and they're feeling like you owe them something, when in all actuality, you don't. Gucci actually gave him a bigger platform than he had ever had before. Mm-hmm. So that's what he did. And then out the kindness of the man's heart.
And it was like, I think it was 20,000.
I think it was 22
joints.
But nevertheless, we're going to give Gucci, give him his props for just being a stand-up dude in that situation.
Because he definitely didn't.
He didn't have to do that at all. So
be appreciative of people and stop trying to clout chase, and use tragedy to, fatten your pockets and get attention. That's wrong, people.
It definitely is wrong.
Indeed, it is.
But that's what a lot of people try to recoup off of. So Next topic. Yes. Mariah Carey trying to get, primary custody of the kids?
Mm-hmm. She wants sole custody of the kids because she claims Nick Cannon has too many kids and is not able to spend enough time with the twins that he made with Mariah first. Mariah was baby mama number one.
Yes, Mariah started. She was the starter.
That's crazy. Your best baby mama is your number one, and it's just been downhill ever since. It's like, they pretty, but they don't do what Mariah Carey.
Exactly, they just look nice.
Yeah. Mariah Carey looks nice and is like a multimillionaire and like one of the greatest voices ever, and all them other. Oh, he knocked up the girl from the front video.
But like you say, Mariah Carey was first, and now we're here. Like we're here. Like he's on baby 12. Like we're here.
Like Baby Mama on the left is one of the greatest voices ever. Baby Mama on the right was in Pharrell's fronting video. These two are not the same. Like that's pathetic. Come on.
But maybe he didn't want.
Yeah, I get it because from what the stories I hear about Mariah, I'm sure she's difficult to be around and live with. She's a fucking diva in every sense of the word.
I could only imagine.
I know she would be annoying.
Oh my God!
I feel sorry for any nigga dating Mariah Carey because that's a chore.
And I kind of want to be like, nah, she probably, but no,
she's got to. She's got to. She's bossing niggas around. Hey,
She probably slap you upside the head and
why
shit.
ain't the crust off my sandwiches, motherfucker?
I definitely could see Mariah Carey being that difficult to deal with.
Yeah, Nick Cannon seems like a decent dude, and he was like, man, fuck this bitch. Let me make random babies to make up for it. That's what happened.
I mean, possibly. Like, he definitely made up for it if that's what the case was.
Yeah, it was.
But, I mean, excuse me, in a sense, I see what Mariah's saying. But in another sense, it's lame.
Yeah, so why, if he don't see his kids, then why are you fighting for primary custody? What is that going to get you legally? Like, is
First of all,
maybe main decision maker?
It's not like he's not at least paying for the kids.
Oh,
you know, it's not like he's not financially responsible for the children.
That's all he is.
I'm not going to say that. I mean, I don't know how often he sees the kids. You see what I'm saying? But it's not like he's not financially responsible and things of that nature. And then you knew the dude had like 55 jobs.
That is true.
You knew the dude worked like a Jamaican from the beginning. So that was another reason why he was going to be tied up.
That show, America's Got Talent.
Plus, doesn't he still do Wildin' Out and stuff like that?
I assume he does.
Well, I don't know for sure, but I know he does projects on a regular basis. So I know his time's caught up in that. Then the rest of his time is caught up smashing and making kids. I mean, hey.
The nigga's busy.
He's
Time.
busy.
Hey, time.
He uses his time wisely, I guess. He uses his time how he wants to use it.
Time and
Digging out that vaginal crevice.
So
making babies.
We'll see how this winds up, but
how many of his kids do you think are going to be resentful of him when they get older? Like, yeah, the money was there, but you weren't. It's going to happen.
Out of 12, at least one.
Yeah. And you know there's going to be one kid airing out a tell-all book about daddy not being around.
At least one. Because somebody's going to turn bitter over something. At least one. I hope not, but at least one.
It's going to be Mariah's kid.
There's always another.
Nah, Mariah's kids are well taken care of.
Yeah, but
hopefully they wouldn't, she would be like, hey.
I don't put it past her to be talking a little trash about
I hope
Nick.
none of these women are talking.
I wouldn't put it.
They're going to talk.
I wouldn't put
you
it.
You can't keep. How many baby mamas he got?
You 12 kids is. She your first baby mom.
I'm sorry. Don't he got like 5 baby mamas?
We just said.
You're not going to keep all 5 of them happy.
We just said that Mariah kind of a diva. It would not surprise me if she might slander his name.
Oh, she's
ever so often. Like once in a while. You're on baby 12. She had 1 and 2. She's probably had a couple of negative words to say about this man around the kids. I'm just saying.
Oh yeah, I know.
I'm just saying.
She's gonna write a tell-all book if the money gets low.
So I definitely believe that one of those kids that you're talking about that possibly could be resentful, even though they're going to be super taken care of.
It's going to
be one of Mariah's kids.
The book is going to be called "He Got Me Feeling Emotions," the Nick Cannon tell-all book from Mariah Carey.
I ain't a gigolo.
Yeah.
I mean, he really lived up to that gigolo thing.
I don't know. Gigolos get money. He's spending money on these women having babies with him.
Yeah.
He's a gigolo and he pays for hoes.
Well, that's another thing. So, next topic, Krishan and Blueface. Are they not the most toxic relationship? Like, I can't think of another relationship that
Ike
has.
and Tina.
Huh?
Ike and Tina.
I don't even think that was this because they said that last week
was
the girl
exaggerated. Ike and Tina's relationship. Like,
they said the girl smashed him with a bottle.
I believe that,
and I believe that too. And it's just
I saw her throwing back Henny at the club that night. So the way she was,
when you find you can get away with a lot of shit.
I know how I am when I drink Henny, and she was throwing that shit straight back.
You said she's not fine.
She's not fine, not anymore. Not compared to how she used to look. She's not that fine. She's not fine enough to be doing this shit.
Nah, she's definitely not. And when is
no woman fine enough to be doing that shit?
No, when is there domestic violence? Like you always see this stuff on, but nobody ever gets arrested for nothing. Like
I don't think that nigga's safe.
You don't think he's safe?
Hell no.
I don't think he is either.
If he allegedly shot that dude, he probably did that shit on purpose to get away from her ass for a little bit.
What does that say about him if he's scared and getting punked by his girlfriend and he's a crip?
Look,
I mean, she might be a big crip, a bigger crip.
I'm trying to think. Has there ever been a woman in my life that I was scared of?
No, I ain't never dated a woman I was physically scared of. That's just not.
I don't know if you were scared of her, but I've seen.
What, me? Not me. I wasn't scared. I wasn't fearful.
Not like, but you. You had to be there.
Okay.
You just had to be there. But yeah, I believe this Krishan Blueface is probably the most toxic relationship I've ever
That was
seen.
at the Liberty.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure there's worse relationships. I'm sure Henry VIII had worse relationships.
Henry VIII.
Henry the Eighth.
Henry VIII. That's who they should model their relationships after.
I could only imagine how he was conducting business back in then.
This nigga started, Henry VIII started like a brand new church just to divorce his wife. This nigga was just making up rules as he went along.
But isn't that what being king you get to do though?
Yeah.
Like you just change shit on the fly.
Like, yo, you ain't get pregnant and give me a boy. You got to get beheaded. Like, damn, that's some hard on hoe shit. Man.
That's king shit though. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to send a
Like,
message.
that's fucked up. Yo, she's fertile. She just can't give you a boy, so you got to kill her. Like, damn. Imagine Kobe back in the Henry VIII time.
The old days, boy. The old days were something else. Glad I wasn't there for
Shit,
them.
that's House of Dragons shit you talking about.
You know what I'm saying? That's Game of Thrones and shit. Like,
You better give me a son like your life depends on it. And it does. Like, it's a girl. Oh, shit, to the dungeon.
So let's go ahead and get into our little bit of sports.
Yes.
Monday night, it was I'm not going to curse right
Who
now.
played on Monday night? I don't even remember the
Georgia
game.
TCU played Monday night, and it was a skull drag.
Yeah, that was pretty bad.
It was a beatdown on national
What was
TV.
the final score?
65-7.
Oh, God.
I mean, Georgia
That
just
sounds like Cher in her bubble.
That was the police officer.
like
TCU was the police officer. Georgia was
that was
having their way
Megan. What
with
was it?
her.
Megan Hall. That was Megan
I
Hall.
was saying that's like the age difference between Cher and the nigga she dating now. Amber Rose's ex-baby daddy.
Georgia was the police department.
Yeah.
TCU was Megan Hall. That's exactly what happened there.
Man, they blasted.
They were running through.
I mean, they were running through TCU.
That was a pretty bad score.
And then Georgia just was setting all kinds of records. Like, TCU doesn't ever need to be in the BCS again. After that showing, like, nah. And then on top of that,
Better get Dion.
as Budha, they need to really start thinking about letting these black colleges in. I think they really do. They won't, but they
Didn't Ed Reed become a coach?
He did.
Who?
Bethune-Cookman, if I'm
Yeah.
not mistaken.
But they really, like, they could have let fucking a black college get in there for that shit. Like, you know, like, they really should really start thinking about it. But TCU got railroaded. Like, it
No Vaseline.
it was ugly early. So Georgia is once again national champions. I know a lot of Georgia fans too. And what people don't understand is SEC football is different. Southeastern Conference football is different. It's just a different type of game to them, and they're very serious about it.
SEC football.
SEC football
That's the
is
greatest
for real.
football conference in the country.
Correct.
Without a doubt. Like how I say the ACC is the greatest basketball conference
Yes,
in
it
the
is.
country. The SEC is the greatest football conference in the country.
So basically, the South runs college sports.
They do,
Basically.
and then the SEC get ready to bring in Texas and Oklahoma.
Oh yeah, the South really runs.
Like the SECs get ready to get the other two powerhouses that are already in the conference.
As long as people recognize college sports revolves around the South, then I'm cool with it.
So yeah, and then what they call Super Wildcard Weekend. Today was the first day of football. playoff football. I
And
believe
it was both blowouts. You had the Seahawks, and who was it?
the Niners.
Yeah.
I mean, the Seahawks.
Niners whooped their ass. That was drubbing.
The Seahawks started out with the little enthusiasm.
Emphasis on started.
They were down 10-0 and they came back.
Started from the bottom. Now we at the bottom.
They were down 10-0 and then they came back and we're winning.
Yep.
Then I took a nap.
Yep.
And it was 41-17.
I took a crap.
Like, the Niners blew the doors off the Seahawks. Now I'm a little worried about them. As an Eagles fan, they were kind of
the Niners.
Yeah.
Why?
They're a good team.
Yeah, they should be.
They're a very good team.
They're gonna take out Philly.
Doubt that, especially not in the link. If we were going to San Francisco, I'd be worried. But since we're playing in the link,
coming.
They play tomorrow night.
What if Jalen's hurts?
Oh, Jalen fine.
Okay.
We do what teams who win a lot of games in the season and get a bye week do. We rest for next week, and then we're getting ready to go get this Super Bowl.
I heard his middle name is Getz.
Jalen is fine, and we're about to go get a Super Bowl. He got an MVP coming, and we're going to get a Super Bowl. It's going to be a great season.
One Super Bowl.
We do.
That's it. Just one.
We're getting ready to add to that collection. I believe that this is our year. I really do. I really believe that this is our season. The second game was Jacksonville and the Chargers. I don't know if they're still playing, but the last time I saw it, Trevor Lawrence was being awful. He was just being completely awful. He was throwing picks everywhere. They were down 27-0, 20-something-0. Like, it was pretty bad. Tomorrow night's games, I believe the Giants and the Vikings have a game.
Giants and Vikings. I'm not excited, but I think the Vikings are going to lose. Just because I'm used to watching the Vikings lose.
If I'm picking somebody tomorrow between the Giants and the Vikings,
Go ahead and let your hate out.
I'm taking the Giants. I'm taking the Giants because Kirk Cousins, he's going to Kirk Cousins. But if what's my boy Jefferson?
Yeah.
If Jefferson get busy, it's going to be a long day for them. But I believe they're going to keep him in check. So we're going to see.
I am not worried because our team is going to be replenished. We got some key positions coming back. I am not worried. This is going to be a great game tomorrow.
Negro, y'all ain't got like stars coming back. Like y'all, like they rested. Thank you for giving us the.
It is 30-20. Chargers are winning.
It's 30-20. So the Jags have came back. Kind of. Okay.
Sort of. I mean, if they're still losing, they're still
Let
losing.
me see. Who else plays tomorrow? It's a couple of other games tomorrow.
We speak. Let's go to the NFL and let's go to the scores. And I hate this.
The Bengals are playing tomorrow. The Bengals have a game against somebody.
It's the Chargers 30 and Jacksonville 20 with 6 minutes and 34 seconds left in the fourth. So it is possible for the Jacksonville Jaguars to pull it out, but they are the Jacksonville Jaguars, so don't expect them to pull it out. It's Jacksonville.
And who plays tomorrow?
Let's see. Upcoming Miami, Buffalo tomorrow, Sunday at 1 p.m.
Ooh, boy. And two is not going to be playing either.
Yeah. New York, Minnesota tomorrow, 4:30 p.m. Then you have Sunday, Baltimore and Cincinnati at 8:15 tomorrow. Now that's going to be a game.
No, it's not because Lamar Jackson's not playing.
Oh yeah. How long is he injured? Is he out the whole rest of the season?
It doesn't matter. They're done tomorrow night.
You'll be lucky if he suits back up this season.
Look, they're playing. You said they're playing the Bengals tomorrow night.
Yep.
Their season is over with tomorrow night. They get ready to go fishing for them.
And then Monday it's Dallas and Tampa Bay. How is Tampa Bay even in the playoffs?
First of all, my question is when they start doing Monday night playoff games.
When the NFL said we want to make more money.
That was my first question. But it's only right that I guess you would have these two teams playing Monday night. And it's a lot, like it's two different storylines. If the Buccaneers lose, Tom Brady's retiring. Is this his last season? Mm-hmm. If the Cowboys lose, Are they firing Mike McCarthy?
No, Mike McCarthy got his job for a long
Dak Prescott is going to be killed in the media Tuesday.
Yeah, because he's Dak Prescott.
I mean, but he'll be, 1-4 in the playoffs this year? I mean, in his career? So
isn't he used to like taking L's?
they've only won 3 playoff games in 20 something years.
Oh yeah.
So, and then you're playing Tom Terrific.
Terrific Tom.
In Tampa Bay. Now, they should beat the Buccaneers. Because, like you said, the Buccaneers aren't really that good.
They're not.
The Panthers beat them once, I believe, this season. So they're not really a good team like that. But
they're the Cowboys.
They are the Cowboys.
The Cowboys suck, so
we're going to see. I personally want to end the Cowboys season. We get back on the field next week. We'll see who we play. But I want the Eagles to personally end their season. But we'll see how that plays out. Might not work like that.
Why so angry? Oh, you want the Eagles to
put them out? Yeah, I
want the Cowboys to get beat by the Buccaneers and not even get a chance to play the Eagles.
Nah. And then this is what really bothers me.
Go ahead.
I have a lot of family friends that are Cowboy fans.
Ugh.
And they just,
unfortunately,
I mean, it really hurts my heart to see them year after year.
Why do you still call them
suffer.
Family?
Look, my favorite uncle loves them. Loves
How can
them
he
to
be your favorite uncle?
Disappointingly.
I mean, he loves these guys. I got so many cousins that love the Cowboys. I mean, like, I know women that love the Cowboys. Like, and it just hurts my heart that you always got to watch losers all the time. Like, they let you down every year and you go right back.
It's just an abusive relationship.
It is. That's like Blueface or Krishan. Like, it's the same thing.
Very violent and unhealthy.
It's very violent and unhealthy. Like, because if they lose Monday night,
yes,
Cowboy fans, first of all, they're going to disappear off Facebook. You're not going to see them no more. Or they'll be talking about any and everything except for football. So we're going to see how the next couple of days play off. But today's games were trash.
Yes,
Complete
they were.
trash.
I heard Ja Morant caught a body today.
I saw somebody catch a body the other night.
Nah, he just caught a body.
No, Kawhi Leonard caught like.
Nah, tonight. This is against Philly.
Oh, that's not Joel.
No, that's Ja Morant. He caught
you
a
said
body
against
against.
Philly. Oh no, that's
no, he caught a
Pacers.
body against the Pacers tonight.
All right,
Bogum.
what is Eddie Murphy's best movie?
It's got to be goddamn Coming to America.
Coming to America.
Yeah, that's his best movie. And there are actually other contenders like Trading Places and Beverly Hills Cop.
Do you agree on Coming to America?
I was about to say, like, that Beverly Hills series was off the hook.
Beverly Hills Cop 3 was shit.
Yeah, that was kind of trash. But 1 was good enough that it evens
great,
it out.
2 was but 3 was absolutely
And it's like,
shit.
like you said, I like Coming to America.
That's it. That's his best movie.
Life
and Life.
Harlem Nights.
I mean, Life is up there. Harlem Nights is not a good movie.
What?
Harlem Nights was supposed to have been 1,000 times better than what it was.
Harlem Nights is hilarious.
It has its moments. I'm not saying it's complete trash. I'm just saying when you have Richard Pryor, Red Fox, and Eddie Murphy, the movie should be a hell of a lot funnier. It's not as funny as it should have been. I'm going to say that.
I completely and utterly disagree with that.
Okay.
I think Harlem Nights is one of the funniest movies I've ever seen.
Nah.
It's the whole movie is like quotables.
Nah.
Like
Harlem Nights was like the Bubble Lakers. Like it was good enough to win, but it wasn't great. Like I mean, I'm not saying it was a horrible movie or it was terrible. It's just it should have been a lot funnier. I can't say. Are you saying Harlem Nights was as funny as Life?
Yes. Yes.
Are you saying it was?
I think Harlem Nights might have been
America.
I think Harlem Nights might have been funnier than Life. I think Coming to America is. Do I agree that that's his best movie? Golden Child, Beverly Hills Cop.
Golden Child
48
wasn't
hours.
It had its moment.
All right.
Yeah, but yeah, that's not in the upper echelon of Eddie Murphy movies.
48 hours. I think I'm gonna go with Coming to America too.
Yeah, Coming to America. Then you have Life, and then you have Beverly Hills Cop. Yeah, and that's really the top tier Eddie Murphy movies. And then you got Boomerang, like on the B level, because like that's his.
I kind of like Boomerang.
I like Boomerang too. I'm saying it's a B level movie. It's not in the. I wouldn't put it in his top 5.
Nah, I'm not gonna put it in his top 5.
Yeah, I wouldn't put it in his top 5, but it's still a good movie.
Yeah, Boomerang is a good movie.
Yeah, like really, it's weird because Eddie got all this money and all these accolades, but he only really. How many great movies does he really have?
About 6.
Yeah, it's about 6 or 7.
But did you throw in stand-ups? Like, I mean,
you only got 2 stand-ups,
but they're both priceless.
Yeah, but I mean,
that's like Biggie dropping 2 albums and they're both perfect.
No, don't say that. Both of Biggie's albums have flaws. Both of Biggie's albums have.
Hold on. I don't know that Life After Death had any flaws.
I don't know about perfect.
First of all, Ready to Die had a lot of. It dragged in the middle. Nobody wants to hear, you know that ain't right when a friend of mine. Nobody wants to hear that song.
Look.
Nobody wants to hear
I like that song.
No, that shit was trash. It drags in the middle. Ready to Die drags in the middle of the album, and Life After Death had too much filler. If you condensed it to one CD, you might have a legendary album. And, you know, it gets the legendary Biggie stamp just because Biggie died. If Biggie were alive and still making music, we wouldn't hold up Life After Death.
I think Life After Death gets that stamp because it was a double album, and most people's double album, with the exception of Pac, were trash.
It was.
Like, with the exception of Pac, everybody else that tried the double album was trash.
But the filler is what prevents it from being legendary. I mean, people are going to call it legendary because it's only the second album from Biggie. But to me, there was too much filler on Life After Death.
And you said that.
If you condensed it to one CD, then yeah. If you take all the good songs from the first and second CD and compile it together, then you got a legendary album. But you watered it down with filler tracks.
I think you can do.
Every song don't hit.
I think you can pick that out with just about anybody's album. Though. Like,
Illmatic ain't have filler.
I ain't gonna say
that. What filler is there on Illmatic?
I mean, like I say, Illmatic is my #1 album, but there's a track up there that I'm not really too hype about. Though I'm not really hot on Represent like that. I don't. That's not like one of my favorite tracks. Like the rest of the album goes, but if I'm like, I can go without that one.
I don't know. I love that beat by Represent.
Like my beat.
What?
Like the infamous. Well, I don't think
you said halftime.
No,
he said Represent.
No, see, don't allow him a name now. Don't allow me.
He said Represent.
I said Represent. I didn't say it was. I just said I could go without that one. Halftime's what got me on now.
Damn, the album's already 10 tracks long. You want to turn that shit into an EP?
This the real Roxanne. Damn, boy.
Halftime is what got me into Nas. That movie Zebrahead. I still can't
even. You gonna say Represent too though?
I'm just that's not one of my favorite tracks. It's not.
God damb, bro.
No. I mean, it's just. It's still the greatest album ever written.
It could be your last in the.
I don't know about ever written. I might give that to Public Enemy. It Takes a
Nation of Millions. That's a hard album. That's a hard album.
Yes, it is.
Illmatic though is just.
Illmatic is perfect. It is the perfect hip hop album.
It's just like when I put on the Infamous.
What?
It's perfect to me, I think the Infamous goes from start to finish. Like it's a perfect album. I think
I'm not a fan of QU Hectic. I don't like that beat.
That's one of my favorite songs on the album.
I don't hate it. I just can't get.
But that's
that
what I'm
beat.
saying. You can find a song on every album that's like, I don't love it. Like, I like it, but it's not like the other ones that. So
yeah. But I still say both of Biggie's album has flaws. Yeah. That's my personal.
All right, let's get to the dating part of the show.
What about the MLK statue?
Oh yeah.
So yeah, in Boston, there was a new statue that was revealed inspired by Martin Luther King and Rosa Parks, and people are complaining about how ugly the statue looks.
Can I say something before you get into your?
Yes.
Am I the only one who was confused about the actual
statue?
Yes,
bro. What in the fuck is that?
It's supposed to be a nigga eating pussy.
Okay, see, I thought it looked like somebody grabbing somebody's head
thighs
or whatever and pulling it towards. See, I thought, okay.
Okay, so it's like two arms coming out the ground, and it's grabbing two thighs. And it just looks like a dude is just going in on whatever's in between them two thighs.
I looked at
I got it on the video right there.
I don't know.
Yeah, so it looks like
it does look like a dude.
It looks like a
getting his
dude
head
grabbing
held.
some thighs and just going in. He's like going to
going
work.
to town.
And that's what it's supposed to symbolize? Wait, really?
Yeah, so if you look at it.
Okay, I
Basically,
see.
is that what you were trying to
catch? So they're trying to capture a picture of MLK holding his wife Coretta Scott King.
So why you didn't do both heads up there then? Or make it look like give us an idea of what it's going to be instead of what in the, it looked like pregnant right there, like you're holding.
I don't
the baby,
know.
like you're holding your
you're
stomach.
saying pregnant. I'm like, yo, somebody's giving
Somebody's getting
face.
toppy, sloppy,
But it depends on what side you're looking at it from, because that's just how weird it looks. See, from that side, it just looked weird. From there, it looks like
from that side, it look like he's pulling. They're pulling. Yeah, you see what I'm saying?
But how is that art if it just changes every single angle? And that's not the intention.
They embrace in the back of that neck. That's
it looked like somebody getting ate out.
Could it be that black people just aren't happy with anything?
You spend all this money on the statue. Why not give us something? You know what I mean? You spend all that money on a fucking statue.
Y'all done fucked up my father's legacy. Done turned him into a pussy-eating statue.
Yeah, he looked pissed. Like,
yeah, he looked pissed as hell.
Can you believe this shit?
Yo, so the statue is whack. Y'all should take time to Google it and look at the Embrace MLK Memorial unveiled in Boston. And it looks like from a certain angle,
shoving somebody's
face in some cooch.
It looked like he is. God knows, man.
I don't think a civil rights memorial statue is supposed to turn you on.
Is this what y'all have done to my brain? Maybe this is y'all doing.
Society has made you think.
I think
like
y'all
that.
done this.
Society has turned you
Where's
into
Kelly
the
at when
perverted MFer that you are. And like you say, every time I see it from a different angle, it's just weird.
Yeah, it just looks weird. It doesn't look like it's embraceful.
That's what taxpayers' money is going to. Weird shit. Just weird.
I don't like it.
Nah, not too fond of it.
And see, on that angle, it looks like he's holding up some cheeks.
All right, so have you ever dated a woman that could not control her mouth?
Yes. In
Like,
fact, it's the number one reason a lot of my relationships end.
Like,
I'm too respected to be talked to any type of way.
I've met some women who really don't know how to talk. Not just to me, but people in general. Like, just like don't have like those. Just sometimes, am I wrong to say decency or something like that? Like, just some chicks' mouths are really
and it's the number one
vicious
reason
and reckless.
It's the number one reason chicks date down. Like, you'll see a woman making good money, have her own crib, and you'll be like, what is she doing with that dusty nigga? She can talk to that dusty nigga any type of way that she couldn't talk to a nigga like me. So, I know, I remember having neighbors who were like in that situation where the woman was the breadwinner and the dude was dusty. And when they'd argue, she would say some of the harshest shit I remember, I think I told you about that time one time when I first moved in and I heard them arguing and she yelled out, "You a bitch." No, she said, "Your mama's a bitch and she raised a bitch." And I remember hearing that because they were screaming so loud you could hear it through the walls. And out of her mouth, she said, "Yeah, your mama's a bitch and she raised a bitch." And I was sitting there waiting for an Ike Turner
some type of,
and dude didn't do it. And I was just like, damn. It's weird because I don't believe in domestic violence, but, you know, if she calls your mom a bitch, I'm expecting some sort of repercussion.
I don't even.
That's calling the bloodline a bitch.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't even call women bitches like that.
I don't
the women
either.
that
Not
I
the
deal
ones I
with,
date.
like the ones I deal with.
It's just the ex ones are
like
bitches.
you, like I might call, you know, when we're telling the story, I'll be like, "Yo, this bitch over here." Why? But like, as in to like directly like call the woman I'm dealing with. She had to cross like some super line, like because I just don't believe in talking like that to the person you're dealing with. Like, but I've heard some women who, oh my gosh, I mean, like mouths will just, and they think it's cute or whatever. And you know
what I learned? Like a lot of those women never been in fights. A lot of them have never had any physical repercussions.
And then it's usually the woman who's like trying to get into the, like, you know, she's the one who's always trying to get into the fight or something like that. Like, you just, it's weird. Like, you're like going to stand up for me? Like, you know, I'm good. I can handle this or whatnot. Or, you know, there's a situation going on and she going to run up like she get ready to do something. Like, what huh? But why even do that?
Because talk is something that, you know, a lot of women get off on. You know, just the threat of who you talking. You ever done that to a chick where she tries to like talk shit to you and you talk shit back? Like, who the fuck are you talking to? And I'm like, you fucking talking to you. What you gonna do? Swing on me?
Look, I've definitely had a "who the fuck are you talking to" moment.
Yeah.
Like, I've definitely had to look like, who the fuck do you think you're talking to?
Yeah.
Because you might have talked to them, him, her,
exactly,
whoever like that. I'm going to tell you who the fuck you're not going to talk to. Like, because I'm not going to talk to you like that.
Exactly. But also it's because I make too much money to be talked to like that.
For me, shut up. For me, it ain't even the money aspect. It's just, I'm not going to talk to you like that. So I'll be damned if you're going to talk to me any kind of way. My mom don't even talk to me any kind of way. You know, the lady who's like that, the matriarch of my family doesn't even talk to me any kind of way. Now my dad will say something. My dad will tell me, you know, what it is and how it is and all that. But my mom,
and then repeat it just to make sure you heard her.
But mom, no. So if she's not going to talk to me any kind of way, I'll be damned if I let any other woman talk to me any kind of way.
Exactly.
And we've all had relationships like that where her mouth was just a little bit too fly for me. Like, it's just too fucking
that's the
much
number one reason a nigga leaves relationships. I can't be taught. I'll let you get away with shit as long as you be quiet about it. But the minute you open your mouth and say toxicity, I can't take that. I can't do it.
And I want to think that some women don't know they're doing it, but I'm like,
no,
the fuck they know. They all know.
They all know
that they're being that way, and they think it's cool. And other dudes have dealt with it and let it ride and stuff like that. I'm not that nigga.
That's why
I'm definitely not him. I'll go for some stuff. Some stuff I'll let you slide with. But there's certain things that
if it gets too volatile, you can always pay a bull dagger to beat her up.
Nah, I'm done with all that. I've had my fair share of violent relationships and shit like that. I'm good with that. Like, I'm out. Just plain and simple. I got too much other stuff to do.
It's like I'd rather leave than like put you through a wall. So
it's just I'm too old for all that.
That's exactly it.
Right now I'm trying to, you know, establish something that is Cause you could tell if y'all are going to rock and stuff like that, you know, how things go. Because I've had some chicks I've dealt with that sometimes it'd be a drag just to be around them. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You wouldn't even enjoy being around them. I'd be like, I don't even know why I made the plans to hang out with her because I don't even fucking
I've been there.
like hanging out with her.
Exactly, I've been there before. I wish women knew the shit like niggas had to go through like individually, just so you know when we fuck with you, we really fucking with you.
And that was the thing, like, you know, and to me, I'm like, yo, I'm coming here even though I don't really like coming here because it's going to be some type of static that's going to send everything wrong. But I'm still the fucking clown who keeps bringing my goofy ass back. Like,
yep, that's why I learned. If you're not toxic, you leave that situation and don't come back. It's okay to be alone. It's not called lonely. It's called tranquility.
Is that what it's called?
It's called tranquility. I realize that. I'm like, yo, I'm alone, but I'm not like sad. I'm not like lonely. I'm at peace. And that's when I said this isn't loneliness. It's tranquility. It's serenity.
Mental health is key, yo. I'm telling you. Mental health is everything.
It's weird. The only time you feel like having somebody is when you watch a movie and you're like, damn, I wish there was a woman that watch this movie with so I could be playing in her pussy and not watching the rest of this.
And that's
fucking
like,
flick.
instead of fighting, I'd rather be fucking.
Yeah.
Like, if we're going to keep it a buck, instead of arguing and doing it, I'd rather be fucking. Why did this ticker just say that the Jaguars are getting ready to kick the game-winning field goal? Why did my ticker just say the Jaguars, who ruined football for me earlier today, are getting ready to kick the game-winning field goal?
That's bullshit.
The NFL's rigged. But anyway,
let's
go
find
Birds.
out.
But yeah, so I'm just not going to be talked to any kind of way. Just not going to do that. And ladies, if you know, because y'all know chicks who act like this. You know chicks who they make you cringe when they talk.
Yeah, women know who the ain't shit homegirls are.
Like, they get to talking and y'all just start cringing and just, so, you know, talk to your girl. Talk to your girl, sit your girl down, let her know she might be a little abrasive.
There are a lot of lonely women right now who are lonely because of their mouth.
Yes. I've actually pointed this out on occasion to somebody.
What's that?
That, you know, her mouth attitude, cause
why she's lonely.
Yeah, like,
yeah,
niggas ain't going to deal with you. Like, niggas ain't going to deal with you and your attitude and this sense of like entitlement when you haven't done anything for me. Like, you might have done something for some other guys, but you haven't done anything for me. So, you know, your sense of entitlement is like, I ain't really feeling that. But that's just how I feel on that issue. You're not going to talk to me any kind of way.
Yeah,
I'm not going to talk to you.
Can't be talked to any type of way. Why would you want to talk to somebody whose last name you want and you feel the need to talk to them any type of way? Like, that's weird too, in my honest opinion.
I could say that's weird. All right. Topic switch. Do we have any comments in the chat? We be talking and I be forgetting about comments. We're going to get back to doing comments again.
More comments to talk about comments.
Yeah, we're going to have to.
Kelli Jo mentioned is some disrespectful ass N-words out here.
Two. I definitely understand it because I hear how some of these guys be talking, but I'm just saying, I'm not going to talk to a woman like that. It's just certain ways you talk to women. I don't
like to talk to women, not the woman I date like that.
But it's just certain ways you talk to women. But yeah, there's some very disrespectful guys out here. And then the biggest complaint I hear from ladies is after they get rejected, they get super disrespectful, which, you know, unfortunately that's just how it goes. You know, some people just can't handle rejection. Some people aren't mature enough for it. You know, but that's not every guy.
Yeah, there's a lot of sucker niggas who can't handle rejection either.
I take rejection well. Like, I've had it. I have
no choice but to take it.
I've gotten it before. I'll get it again. Like, you know, I don't trip over rejection. Yeah. You know, you win some, You win more than you lose. That's how it goes.
I just learned some women need help seeing that I'm the best thing for them.
Oh, before we do a topic,
Yes.
topic switch, didn't you say you wanted to tell us about
No, it's too late.
Oh, okay.
We already started talking. That was some intro shit. But
hopefully everybody had a great start to their week. Budha, go ahead and start scrolling if they could ask black men anything, because we said we answer a couple of questions off of that, and we'll do another topic before we get to that.
and
So
if we
Budha
do
will be
this
ready by the
topic,
time we get
can
there.
like just chop it up, and then we can just place this part on the internet under their questions that were answered. Oh, and call out the woman who asked the question so we can like say her name and shit. Like, yeah, Keisha, this is how we really fucking feel.
So this is the next topic while Budha pulls up the other one.
Yeah.
Can men not tell when the relationship is over?
Men can tell. We
know.
That's not niggas know.
Niggas just sit.
We
still.
just stay around if the pussy's there and we ain't got no other pussies chopped up, or you the best out of all the pussy we got.
It's the comfort of it.
Yeah.
We know it's
There's some
over. You
comforting
know it's
pussy.
over. Everybody knows it's over. Now it's just leisure.
Yes.
Everybody's a little unhappy, but I know it's going both ways. I know she's not happy. She knows I'm not happy, but we know it's over. It's just a thing of comfort. They said guys don't break it off.
Okay, this is aggravating.
Am I the one to do the breaking up or get broke up with?
Why have I been looking at the highlights of the game for the past 3 minutes and they haven't flashed the fucking score not once?
I have no idea.
It's like I don't even want to hear the score from anybody but the TV, and they just haven't put up the fucking final score yet. And
Correct me if I'm wrong. I thought you had one for men and women.
I did.
I only see the one for men.
You, ESP.
Oh,
All
I
right,
see
The one for women was a little bit further down.
Jeez,
Because
you
it
post
was
that much?
it was a chick on it.
How many days ago was that?
It was like 2 days before the men one.
Jesus Christ.
But where were we at? Are you the one to break up with the woman, or are you the one to get broken up with?
My last relationship, I broke up with her, but I'm generally used to just ghosting.
Ghost?
Yeah, like one day she'll just not call me, and I won't call her, and then it'll just spread.
it'll just sit. It'll just settle in.
Nobody officially says, "Hey, we're done fucking with you." I don't think people say that anymore because they don't want to risk ending the relationship. Like 6 months later, you might be lonely, and that guy you told that it wasn't going to work out, it'll work out now because you ain't got no other options. So then she might circle back. If she didn't, if she never said, "Hey, I'm not interested in you," if she just ghosts each other, that leaves the door open for like 6 months later to come back.
Oh, because there hasn't been like
there hasn't been an official
ending.
dismissal.
Yeah,
it's just
still
we
kind
haven't
of
talked to each other.
It's to be continued.
Yeah,
It's like
so
the file.
6 months later, my situation might be different.
I like getting broken up with. I'm not gonna lie.
Yo, I had to say Mark Zuckerberg is fucking corny because I see the one about pictures, but then the other one is just not.
Let me see if I can.
Matter of fact, let me go through
some of these
this
questions.
shit corny, yo. I hate how Mark got this shit.
But yeah, like I said, I like to be broken up with. I don't really like to do the breaking up because I'm already braced for, the breakup. Like, she's probably not going to be braced for it when I come.
I definitely like breaking up with the chicks, especially when they're cute because they think they're all that, and the nigga ain't gonna break up with them, and it's like, yeah, we're treading.
Knock you down a peg.
Yeah. I'm letting you know you're not all that.
Okay.
That's my
here we go.
toxic trait. I always tell women when we're over it, you're never going to find a better me. Like that's my toxic trait. I'll say that now. But that's because I firmly believe that though too.
Well,
so
your toxic trait is what?
Telling women that she'll never find better than me. That.
That's not. See, I never tell a woman that because I know it's not true.
So let me ask, which ones do y'all want me to
whichever ones that you find that you want.
Because some of these, I see what they're trying to get at. I just don't agree with the premise of it.
Okay, let me see. Men, if you could ask not the one we want.
Nah, as ladies, if you could ask black men anything, what would it be?
And watch them.
And the first one is, why do y'all hurt the ones who love you the most? And I just think that's so cliche.
That's so corny.
Yeah, that's just so cliche to me.
Hurt you one? No, the nigga just hurt you. Ladies, if you could ask black men, okay, and it's a lot of questions.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, so I wanted to get to these because I was looking at it like,
Here, let me go through these.
This would actually be decent.
Stacey Marie, why do you lie about the smallest things? It's because we don't want to hurt your feelings.
Like everybody knows that.
Or
that's why.
Or like we don't think you can handle it.
You can't handle the
you
truth.
Can't
we
handle.
If niggas was truthful with women, y'all be on.
Now I will say this: I am unfortunately, I am extremely honest. Like I am too truthful to a fault.
You get that from your dad.
I probably do, because I'm just not a good. I've never been a good liar.
You get that
what
from your
I've
dad.
never been good at keeping up with lies. So it's like my whole MO is, if I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it. And if I'm gonna get in trouble, I'm just going. I'm gonna get in trouble.
I'm gonna just eat it. I'm gonna just eat it. Yeah, that's it.
I can't.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Maybe that's just me. You know what I mean? I was bred different.
Okay, so let me go to another question. How
does feel the P stand?
It's very liberating. It gives us an option.
It
we can
always
be standing or sitting down.
It always depends on how you're peeing though. When you're going in there, what type of?
We have different streams.
There's different exactly. There's different streams.
It depends on how
bad do you have to go. Is it
did I just finish having sex pee? Yeah. Like it's a lot of different.
Did I not
pee.
wipe properly and I wake up in the morning? I got 3 fucking different street. Like, you know what I mean? Like what? It just depends.
I already know I'm going to be peeing on the wall or on the.
God, Lord, don't let me sneeze while I'm peeing. Like,
just tell them what kind of pee I'm getting ready to have. I already know it's not going to be straight. I already know I'm gonna have to get some toilet paper and wipe it up.
Okay. Next question. This looks like Chantel Tangier. Why do women have to get the worst from you before you give them a better version? Because you're not the number one choice.
Why do women have to get the worst from you before you give them a better version?
I'm not going to say that. Like I told her, I think.
First of all, what the fuck does that mean?
I just think they weren't compatible. You know, what I mean? You're looking for something in that person that wasn't there. So your compatibility, you just have compatibility issues.
Every woman brings out different men.
Yeah.
Every woman brings out. So like I told her, it might just be the woman and the man that you're bringing out. You know what I'm saying? That's just as simple as that is. You know, every version, you might get this one version while this other chick going to get possibly a totally different version of him. It just all depends.
Not really.
Or it could just be at the time. It could be timing. It could be, one thing I will say is that men do mature later. You know what I mean? A lot of men do mature later than women. Like I said, they're just looking for something in that man that they may see in him, but he just may not see it yet. Or he may not have what they're looking for in them. You know what I mean?
Exactly. That's how I said it. It's either, he's just a little bit late on the change, or he just ain't going to change at all.
Yeah. Maybe he ain't feeling you. Like women always leave themselves out the equation.
Why I say like, every woman brings out a different version of a man.
That is true.
You might not have been the woman that could bring out the version that you were looking for.
Exactly. And Lord knows I've been with plenty of women that have brought out the worst in me. Okay, next question. How does it feel when you nut? It feels like you kind of need to pee, but it's a good kind of pee. You don't want to stop, so you let it go.
It's definitely a sensation.
Yeah.
It's an amazing sensation.
And sometimes
it's euphoric.
Sometimes it feels like you got to pee after you nut again, and you really do. Or it feels like you got to nut again after you nut, but it's really pee.
I don't know. I don't know if there's is there another feeling that gives you that type of euphoric?
Maybe crack? I don't know.
I've never tried that.
Crack, but
look, the
way people describe it.
I've been dumb. I've smoked some awesome weed, and I don't even think that's giving me like the same feeling as a good nut. Like I don't know if that can be replicated.
She said, "Oh, well, the rest of it is I mean, y'all be shaking and making weird ass noises and letting women know you about the nut, but I need a description in words."
Yeah, it's like you got to pee, but it's like a good tingly feeling.
It's euphoric.
It's a pee, it's a feeling you're causing. That's why.
It's amazing.
Yeah, it's a pretty good feeling.
I can't even really put it into words. It's
okay.
Has your body, it's like a body lock up in a good way.
Yeah.
It's like your body locking up in a good way.
But in a good way for like 2 to 3 seconds. And then you're back to normal. And then you start thinking about shit that you shouldn't have done.
I mean, because you can't even control. You can't control or the moan. Like, this shit's coming. Like, you can't control none of that for like that 3 to 5 seconds.
Yeah. Okay, next question. It says, why do some of you want to insult BBWs if they reject you respectfully? First of all, there's no way to reject somebody respectfully. It's all shit they don't want to hear. Both of us knew I was big before you got in our DMs. Some of us do have preferences. Just because we're larger doesn't mean we're desperate.
I mean, that's just immature guys. Like I say, if you can take if you know how to take rejection, you're going to take rejection from
I don't think it has anything to do with you being a BBW.
It has nothing to do with you being a BBW. It's just rejection in general.
It does. Some niggas holler at BBWs because we shooting low and want the pussy easy, and then when it doesn't
But see, that's the thing. Like, it's some big chicks that I know that have real high standards. You know what I mean? They hold themselves to higher standards anyway. So it's like,
I want Wendy's over McDonald's.
A lot of guys have like flawed thinking methods, and that's one of them. Like, they think because she's got a little meat on her bones, she might be a little bit easier and stuff like that.
She's supposed to be. That's what I'm saying, but
I'm not saying that at all.
They throw you out.
Everybody has their standards, and it's not because you're a BBW that they're acting like an ass. It's just that's how they act after they get rejected.
Okay. And Giovanna Bright says, "Do you really like women?" Didn't ask if you were attracted to this one.
I love women. And who started this dumb ass narrative that we hate women?
I love women.
Women want to be our friends, and when we don't want to be their friend, they think like we don't like them.
No, what it is I think they hear some of these clips, the snippets of the clips, and they go off on tangents. Because we've had that happen before.
It's like the Kevin Samuels thing. Kevin Samuels is saying his thing, and automatically women are saying he hates women. So anybody who listens to him, they hate women. I'm like, that sounds stupid. Like,
I love women.
That don't make sense. Women. Like, I love women.
View that shields women from being criticized. If you criticize women, it means you hate them. So
I kind of give that credence. Accountability is a motherfucker.
Yeah.
And sometimes you don't want to be held accountable.
I've had women tell me all my life what's wrong with me. That's why I don't have a problem criticizing women, because women have criticized me my whole life. So
didn't we do the topic last week about criticizing women? Women don't take criticism well.
But, hey, I don't give a fuck because they've talked shit about me my entire life.
Me too. I used to give a fuck, but I don't.
Yeah, so it's just like, hey,
I've
been taking that shit for 41 plus years.
I encourage you to have an opinion about me.
Yeah. See, here's the difference between
I
encourage it.
See, because I'll take feedback, and if I resonate with that feedback and agree with it, I'll implement change. And that's why I don't mind criticism, because I have no problem telling people to fuck off or, hey, that's a good idea, I should incorporate it.
At this age of my life, I'm sure that you aren't telling me something that I have not heard already. Exactly. I'm just saying, like, it's not like you're bringing something new to the criticism table. I'm sure I've heard it before. Just letting that be known.
Yeah, but this whole thing, do you really like women?
That's corny.
And that's I don't even know how do you...
Define like.
That's like asking women, do you like men? Because the way you talk about men.
No, some women do not like men.
Yeah, I'm about to say some women can't stand men.
It'd be weird as hell. They'd be hating you.
I mean, let's be honest. There's some guys who don't like women. There is that.
Everybody came from a woman. Like, every person alive came from a woman.
Yeah.
There is that segment of men who do hate women. There is. If there's that segment of women that hate men, there is definitely then a segment of men that hate women. But it's not as big as they make it out to seem, though.
Yeah.
It's not nowhere near as big as they make it out to seem.
What is more fragile, a man's ego or a woman's self-esteem? Now, I'm going to say a woman's self-esteem because a woman will go out and alter her body based on her self-esteem. And niggas won't do that.
Bro, you tell a nigga no, though.
What?
Like they just said, you tell a nigga no.
I think a man's ego is
Tell
the
a woman
answer.
no, and she calls you gay.
That's fine.
A man's ego is a little
though,
bit
bro.
more
Like
fragile.
I'm just
in my
thinking
opinion.
about it. Like
I don't know. To me, a nigga will cuss you out. A woman will spend $10,000, $20,000 and put herself in debt to change herself with surgery she can't really afford.
I mean, I've
based
seen
on her
dudes getting
self-esteem. A male's ego is frail.
augments.
Augmentations.
Yeah, but a nigga ain't never gonna get surgery because
Yeah, they do.
I was gonna say,
getting
didn't they
pecs
just
and-
have the dude? I was gonna say,
Yeah,
didn't they have the
niggas getting
nigga
pecs and
stomach
shit
surgery
and-
and shit
bro,
like
yeah.
that?
Oh, don't
who
get
got
twisted.
stomach surgery?
Nigga, it's
Bro,
a
that was
rapper
like-
out here.
that was
just
like
had
a-
shit
There's,
done,
so you
too.
mean there's an epidemic of niggas getting stomach surgery like
I'm
women
not
are getting
saying
BBLs?
Think about it.
epidemic, but
and there's niggas getting penis extensions and all that shit, like penis enlargers and all. Like
I said niggas,
just
not
get
white
the
boys.
extender. You don't have to
Hey,
get the
man,
surgery.
I don't.
Just get the extender.
I don't have that problem. I'm
I don't
good.
either, but I'm just giving them a little. You
I don't
know,
know if
gotta
you-
be
I
a
don't know if you lose
shameful man
sensation
to
from that
walk
anyway,
into a
so I'm not. I
doctor's
wouldn't test
office
that
and
anyway.
ask for a dick extension. Like even the doctor,
I
bitch ass nigga.
look. I mean, let me look at the prices first. I want to be able to whip it over my shoulder. Like, let me just look at the prices first one time.
I don't want to whip it over my shoulder.
I just want her to see me whip it over my shoulder one time.
You know what I think about from time to time, yo. I remember when I was younger, I used to go out, and you would get the biggie and out in public. You know how many times you had to save yourself, and you talking about having to throw that shit over your shoulder, nigga.
Look,
you know what your shirt would look like trying to hide that?
Look, just tossing it over my shoulder one
Nah,
time.
man,
Just
that would be too embarrassing. That would be too embarrassing. Imagine having to go in the bathroom. You gotta go to the bathroom. You got a little bit of leakage. You got.
we had what you doing with all that meat? All that meat's useless. Just useless. Completely useless. It all ain't getting wet. That's for sure.
Oh boy.
What else we got?
It says, why can't men handle the same shit from a woman that they do to her? Cheating, having a baby outside of the relationship, etc. Wait a minute. Hold on. Having a baby outside of the relationship as a woman is the same as a nigga having a baby. Wait, that's a different ball game.
Dude, that's just another toxic relationship. Like those are just toxic traits.
Yeah, y'all. Yeah, really.
That's
really,
just what you're
all
going to
that
accept
is.
and
You
put
got
up with. Like
toxic
I don't know
women out
anybody
here in
who's
toxic
oh yeah, it's
relationships.
okay. Go ahead and make babies to come right back to me.
At this age in life, like you're saying, like that. Nah, ain't.
So
nobody-
wait, a nigga goes out and gets somebody else pregnant, and you stay in the relationship with that motherfucker, and we supposed to feel sorry for you.
that was like our 20s, like early
Yeah,
20s.
But not even that. Like I'm still trying. Like
I might have been goofy like that in my early 20s. I'm not gonna lie. Once I hit like 30s, that goofiness slid on out.
The first thing is
Now that
cheating.
I'm in my 40s, it ain't no fucking
I'm
way.
gonna take this because I only see two. You said etc. But you know, etc. could mean you need more. Like I need more. But cheating, it's emotional. Niggas is not about to be out here having an emotional relationship with no woman that he just trying to bust a nut with. You know what I mean? Like
That's
he's not
true.
even gonna think about it. It's just gonna be on some physical shit. Having a baby outside, it's the same thing. Like I don't think any niggas out here really going out his way trying to make a baby outside a relationship, especially intentional.
Yeah, a nigga's not like nutting in you, going, "Oh yeah,
in
what
this
are we gonna call
in
him?"
this day and age, the only reason you're having a baby is because you want a baby, because they have more than enough ways.
You even got a
to-
plan B.
to get. That's what I'm saying. There's more than enough ways not to have kids.
Like, whoops, nutted in you. And
Okay, we got 48 hours or
yeah.
something like that to get this fixed up.
it's
Don't
been
even worry
48
about it.
hours, and I've been sitting on this couch chilling. Like, bitch, you want that? Bitch.
Nah, we could get this fixed. Like, nah.
Hell yeah, we can even put micro machines at the top of the staircase, however you want it. Me, I live across the street from an abortion clinic.
Oh God.
He does.
Yeah,
He really does. That's the
Look,
worst
he
part
really
about it.
does. Just throwing that out there. He really does.
Oh God.
it is so convenient.
How does it feel to walk around confidently in gray sweatpants, knowing we want to slut y'all out?
What? I walk in gray sweatpants every day. What is wrong with y'all women not recognizing me in gray?
Y'all just little perverts.
Yeah.
Women are
And
perverts.
it's okay. I'm glad y'all finally coming to y'all light.
Oh, let's go through some more. Why isn't reading a priority? Like, some of y'all women be telling on yourselves with the niggas you dating.
Not even that, like, dude, y'all, it goes both ways because I be on Facebook and spelling and all that, like, you know, this is like,
They
it's
try
not
to shorthand shit they
Like,
can't
how you in
spell.
your
It's just
30s
not guys
still
who-
typing, you know, phonetically and shit. Yeah.
It's just not guys. Like, this is just people in general. Like, you know, there's some people out there who really are illiterate.
Yeah.
I just call it what it is. And I read every day.
I'm sorry, you can't be.
And you
illiterate
can't help but read nowadays.
Yeah.
Like, if you any article pop up you want to see, you got to fucking read it.
Clickbait
Like,
and all. Yeah.
like you know, you have to have some type of reading comprehension skills nowadays because it's just so much social media stuff that you have to read.
Do you ever feel sorry for some of the questions these women ask?
I wonder who they've been encountering.
Yeah,
I'll
it's
say
like,
that.
why do you show the good side first when meeting us, then the bad side later? Like, damn, girl, who the fuck have you been dating?
Like this
No,
one.
no,
Like this
no,
one.
no, because you changed me.
yeah,
You
changed me.
changed
This the
me.
version
for
you
the
got.
worse.
Now you've gotten this version.
Yeah, that's what it is.
I
You
started off
changed
all
me.
happy, glad to see you, then you sucked the life out of me. Now I fucking hate you. So
Why-
this is the new version.
And that's what I'm saying. Like I've been reading these. Why is social media so influential in your thoughts and decision making?
Because people don't
Who?
know how to think.
But
and
to
they-
who?
And they're stupid.
Who's
they
so
need to be
influenced by
told.
social media? Like what grown ass man?
Once
is
again,
influenced by social
It's
media.
the Kevin. It's the
like that.
It's the Kevin
There's a
Samuels
lot of
thing.
grown-ass men
It's the
influenced by
Kevin
social
Samuels thing. Women swear up and down that every guy lives by what he said. I agreed with some of the stuff he said. He wasn't right on everything, but some of the shit he said he was right about. It doesn't mean like I swear to this Kevin Samuels Bible.
He was more on some. You have expectations. But men have realistic views already, and your expectations sometimes to men, they're just unrealistic. And that's all he was trying to say. Like, there's just some things that just aren't going to happen unless it's just a miracle of God.
Look, there's still women who hate this man right now. that hate him. He been dead a minute and hate him, but still couldn't see that some of the stuff he was saying, it had some truth to it. He wasn't just lying about everything.
But I learned a long time ago, those women are failures at life, bro. Like, they have professional jobs, but they're failures socially. I learned a long time ago.
That's
if
heavy,
a woman
Derek.
sizes me up and says, I don't have anything to offer them, they're a fucking loser.
Ooh, that's heavy.
That's the way I look at it. You're not worthy to be in my pack.
Or it's just a physical side. It's just a physical. That would
Like
just be the physical attraction off top, though.
It'd be like, yo, you got a dude who has some money, comes from a good background, who's into you. And, you know, if you ain't into him back, then it's not a strong survival method. You know, maybe the niggas are lame, which I get, you know, and not wanting to fuck with them. Maybe you got other niggas with options. But if you see what a nigga brings to the table and you have a delusional side for it, then I look at it as you're not worthy to be in this pack anyway.
Well, and then a lot of women come at guys wrong anyway. Like, there's that group of women, I'm not going to say a lot, but there's that group of women who are trying to get sponsors, who want you to take care of them. They come at you like that, like you're paying for their services and stuff like that. Like, they really do come at you like a trick. And I'd be in amazement at just sometimes how certain women might come at guys. Like, I'm not paying for your time. Like, I work for myself. I work for my kids. I'm not paying a woman for her time. It's just not, that's not me. Now, if we're going to hang and stuff and I like you like that, then I'm gonna put some money out there, but just to pay your bills so you can come hang out with me, nah, go to work. Go do something. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not that guy. There might be some other guys out there that's going to do it. But for the women who think there are guys out there like that, some of y'all don't fit that criteria that he's going to trick off to. A lot of women think just because they trick, they're going to be tricking with them. And that's not true. It's like every woman thinks her pussy is payment. It's not. Every woman is not trick worthy,
and every woman is definitely not a throat goat.
Yeah, like it's no. So I'm not paying for your time. I'm not, I'm not helping you with your bills and stuff like that. Now, if we cool like that, yeah, possibly. If you in a little distress, you know what I'm saying, we could work something out. But me just paying so I can get to know you, get the fuck out of here.
That's too much. No bueno.
Nah, it's not good at all. But I see this being a trend. A lot of women using their bodies, how they using their looks to steer in that direction, and I just be like, these chicks out here is out they damn mind. But it's not all ladies, but there is a sect of them, and they know it.
Yeah.
What else we got?
I think that's everything.
I mean, it's a few of them. Is your meat big?
What?
She wants to know if your meat big.
Big enough to pop you in the forehead with it. Yeah. Boot, knight boot. You.
The
give
women
you
are
boot.
asking this, right?
Yes, this is from Tiffany Bell.
You can get knighted.
Is your meat big? Why do y'all assume we are like the low quality ones? But I don't know what that. And that's
what
another.
Does that mean? Because we look at the men you had children with.
It's not even like I say. Every woman is on different levels.
No, it ain't. I look at everyone. If you got kids, I look at the men you had kids with, I judge you on it.
I don't judge.
No, you gotta judge.
I was getting ready to tell that lie. I might judge a little bit off who you got kids with.
This is the nigga that nutted in me that I decided to keep.
But it depends on how old the kid is. You know what I'm saying? You might have learned your lesson. Shit happens shit happens when you're younger. Shit just happens when you're younger.
Yeah.
So
maybe so. But a smart woman knows the nigga ain't shit.
Because I'm not the same guy I was when I had my first child. So you can't base off of that because I'm not that person no more.
Yeah, well, I mean, I have more money than I did when I aborted my first child, so I kind of get what you're saying.
What else we got, fool?
You ever have an abortion and reflect and go, damn, that motherfucker would be a preteen?
Man, listen. I ain't even going to tell this story. But boy, this chick came and sat in my family living room. I don't know where you were. Were you there?
Say what?
I was getting ready to tell the story when this chick came and sat in the living room. Telling my parents she was pregnant. I was about 18. I don't think you were in the house. I don't know where you were that day.
Who knows?
Well, I got some stories to tell, but yeah, there was a woman sitting in my parents' living room telling them that I got her pregnant and stuff like that. And whew.
Oh, y'all seen this last one that came?
What was it?
Well, I see the Why Y'all So Dope joint. But if you know the history, even though this from Scan A1 or some shit. If you know the history, even though you probably can't trust Caucasian women, let alone any white people, why do y'all still engage in relationships or marriages to them? And I'm really asking, no matter what race or gender, everyone.
That's where.
Hold on, let me finish. And I'm really asking, no matter what race or gender, everyone has the ability to love. But if you've been stung by a wasp, would you keep trying to catch it to sting you again? I'm just saying. Can't be trusted.
All right, I can't speak for other black men. I've never fucked with a white woman romantically in any aspect, not sexually, not romantically, not anyway. Because I've been scared out of white women since I saw Rosewood in the theater as a 15 or 16-year-old. I went to like City Place in Silver Spring, Maryland when I was growing up, and I saw it in the theater. And that movie scared me more than any horror movie I've ever seen because a white woman lied and burned down an entire black village off a lie. And ever since then, I've romantically been scared of white women. And that's the right word I use, is scared. I am fearful of being romantically involved with white women. That shit scares the fuck out of me. Society.
I'm not going to put white women down or anything like that.
I'm not putting them down. Like it's a literal fear for me.
I understand, but it's kind of now of who you deal with, like it's who you attract. Because there's some good white chicks out there.
Yeah,
I'm not going to sit here.
It's
about who you attract. I'm not going to sit here and slander white chicks.
I don't slander them either. I'm literally have a fear of dating white.
Because I know some cool ones.
Yeah, and
I know some
white women that are cool as shit.
I know some of my boys, like dudes I really rock with that got white girls that are cool.
Yeah,
like
and
that.
I don't have a problem with them doing it. Like my thing is a literal fear. I am scared to date white women. That's my issue, and I have no problem admitting that. It is just fear.
It's just what kind of white chick are you getting?
That's the point. That's part of the fear.
We were talking about this at work the other day. Like, if I was to fuck with a white chick, I want her to be a white chick,
not the black.
I don't want her to be
not
like
finger snapping that.
Nah, I don't want that. If I was to deal with a white chick, it would be a white chick.
Yeah, I mean, I get that point. And yeah, I'd probably do the same if I were to get over my fear, but I have a fear, like a Marilyn Baybridge fear of white women. That's the equivalent.
But we know they love. We know that the black dudes down south love white chicks. Like this goes without saying. Like it goes without saying. And what I think it is because at one time it was illegal to fuck around.
Yeah.
So, that was once they made it legal to fuck around, it was on and popping. If it had never been illegal, it might have been different. Maybe black guys wouldn't have started dealing with white women. But if it's taboo,
white women will always deal with black men no matter what the stakes are. If black men die, they'll fuck with black men. If white women die, they'll still fuck with black men. Dick will. Women will risk
dick and
death
pussy.
for dick.
That's what it's sex, nigga. It's all about sex.
Dick will always try in the end. Dick will always try in the end. Call a spade a spade. Dick will always triumph in the end. We have been known for our sexual prowess in everything, and that's been going on forever, and it will always continue to go on. Take a look at my girl Megan Hall. My girl Megan Hall up in the Laverne Police Department, she was given it. Well,
satisfaction,
guaranteed. I hope y'all enjoyed the show tonight. Mm-hmm. Once again, I got to send a shout out to my girl Kelli Jo. Yes. You're in our thoughts, baby. We miss you. The shows just aren't really the same without you. But we try to get
Raleigh. You know what I mean? Liquor House legend out here in Raleigh, yo. Word is born.
The shows aren't really the same without Kelli. Like, we make them through it. We get through them and stuff, but Kelli brings a certain...
And especially with the situation, too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying?
Without Kelli, who's going to remind us that niggas do the same shit, bitches?
You know what I mean?
Who's going to tell us that niggas in Raleigh ain't shit? Without Kelli Jo...
With a smile on her face, too.
You know what I'm saying? So...
And I'd be like, I don't know these niggas that you speak of. And she'll be like,
always,
yes, you do.
Debate,
I don't know these niggas.
Niggas be doing the bitch asses of nigga shit, and we be debating, and it's not the same without Kelli.
She should get a shirt that says, niggas do too.
Yep. Y'all do too.
So
niggas do too.
We just going to send our love, prayers, and all that to our girl. We miss you, and you come back whenever you're ready. Your spot will be right here waiting on you. Everybody else, have a great start to your week. LLP.
Hey man, you know what? We gotta give shout outs though. Remember, shout outs to Baki Baki.
What did Baki do?
Look, I was going to say something last week, but I just don't announce stuff no more like that.
It's all over social media.
Oh, definitely.
It's trending on Twitter.
Man, Baki had brought new life into this world, yo.
For people who don't know who Baki Baki is, he was like the first. If
you don't know Baki Baki, then you don't need to know who Baki Baki is. But for those who do know, Baki Baki, what's up, family? Baby. What's up, my brother, my cousin? You know what I mean? Congratulations.
Definitely congratulations. I saw y'all in the pic too.
Bruh.
Y'all were chilling hard.
How long ago was that?
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. That was years ago.
I thought it was new. In the story?
That is old. You ain't seen the boys with locks? Them boys had real locks.
I thought it was you, Baki, and oh, okay. I could have been wrong. But anyway... It's back cold in the Carolinas.
This is
26
ridiculous.
degrees outside right
You
now.
say what?
This is ridiculous.
It is fucking frigid to get in Carolina.
This is cuddle weather.
Exactly.
This
Find you
is the
some
weather
buns
that
to get
gets
up
babies aborted.
They gave us 70 degrees 2 weeks ago. It's been freezing ever since. So
cold.
no drinking and driving tonight. Be safe out there. Have a great start to your week. We appreciate you checking in with us.
You know we plotting on the next party. Spread the word. You know what I mean?
Share our shit. Tell a friend and tell a friend. It's the effing podcast. Y'all have a great night.
Fuck the Cowboys.
Fuck the